And our first guest joins the studio this week, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. He's the CEO of Origin Clear Incorporated. Their stock symbol's OCLN. Riggs, welcome back.
Thank you.
What's new at the company this week?
Amazing things are happening. We are, in fact, looking at a whole shift in the water industry. You know, the economy is cooling down, no question about it. We see this coronavirus business, and you know, I want to emphasize this is not the end of the world. We're not all going to end up with coronavirus. But China has really stopped, and we've seen various commodities prices drop and so forth. The world will recover, but it's definitely going to be a slowdown, and that was already beginning earlier this year. Economists were calling for a slowdown. So what we're seeing here is a shift to service. Why? You got your old beater, but you don't have any money. You can't buy the new car. What do? You put more money in the beater,
the old one.
Right? Now, it's wasted money. You're going to start replacing the transmission, this and that. Maybe you'll drive along with spewing oil on the freeway, all that stuff. But it's what you got to do. The water industry, and there's a graph here that we just posted on Facebook, which shows that since 1960, operation and maintenance, O&M, has been rising steadily. Why? Because nobody's been replacing anything. Right. They've been operating their beater for the longest time possible, right? Which is why this whole trend towards businesses doing their own, because literally the city water plants can't handle it. So that's a major long-term trend anyway. And now it's going to become even more important because of the immediate economy. And so what's going to happen is a huge array of water users, business water users, and the cities are going to turn to, well, let's just maintain it for a while. Service, getting more use out of those membranes and so forth is going to be a big deal. We are investing now in a capability to deploy a water service network, starting with the simplest activities, not complicated, so that we don't have an expertise problem. And we're going to work partnership. I was traveling this week and I met with some partners who are going to help us get into it, who are already strong. Just like with Premionics, we do a partnership, we roll.
Well, this is what you've been talking about for quite some time because the water industry is so slow to modernize. I mean, the water industry is still driving a '59 Chevy.
It's right, or like the space shuttle launched with the iron core memories, you know, because that's what was designed in the 60s,
exactly.
Right? So very similar here. The water industry is really kind of stuck in the 60s, except that the business users are rapid, they want ROI, they want upside, and they're on top of the game. They're very interested in elegant solutions, right? So continue to play with those business users and also emphasizing service.
Now, we had a conversation before we went on the air where you mentioned you have a webinar debuting once a month. Tell us about that.
Once a month, first Thursday of every month. Next one's going to be the 5th of March. I will be presenting with my co-star, Tom Marchicello, Chief Operating Officer. He's the permanent panelist. And he and I are going to be discussing, A, what's going on with our business, how we're becoming the next great water company, right? And B, what's the larger trend? What's going on in the world with water, and how does it relate to you, you know, as a consumer, as a business person? What are some of the issues, the flaps, the latest health alerts, all that stuff? It's going to be fascinating.
Well, it's really amazing how you keep shareholders and people interested in the company so well informed.
I love to do it, and they should go to originclear.com, click on CEO, sign up, and I'd love to. It's a two-way conversation.
Oh, great.
Yes, fully.
And to reiterate, the next one is March 5th.
March 5th.
Once again, Origin Clear Incorporated, OCLN is their stock symbol. We're dealing with the Dean of Water here, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. Always a pleasure.
Thank you.